let us get to your stock picks for today. Drikus, what are you choosing?
Well, Absa Group, I can't believe that's coming across my lips. But Absa Group is sitting at a sub-6 price earnings ratio looking forward, while First Rand is sitting at 9. I do not expect that gap to close completely, obviously, but 5 to 9 is a big gap. But secondly, if the economy is going to improve, the lower quality bank operator will see a better increase in a rising tide in its profitability than the high quality one, which has done very well in a more difficult environment. So I do think Absa is better poised in the banking sector, and I do think we need a bit of local optimism, in our portfolios, and I try to express that at the moment with my Absa Bank position.
All right. Where are you positioning yourself today, Alex?
Yeah, so I'm going for Pick n Pay. That's obviously a very topical share at the moment with the Boxer listing coming up later. So I think, first of all, Boxer, in my view, is looking very interesting. I think Boxer will probably come at least a valuation of 27 billion with upside risk to that. So I think in that case, Pick n Pay will not have to sell that much in an IPO. And that means that the rest of the business is pretty much at a big negative value. But there will be a net cash position post of the raise. And they also guided and lost the results that they're going to halve losses next year. And they're actually going to have capital to actually compete to some extent. Now, one thing you need to remember is, I think there's a misconception that people look at the number of stores closed and then they're concerned. Pick n Pay is not trying to compete with market share with Shoprite at the moment. Right? They're trying to clean up their portfolio, becoming smaller, more nimbler. And I think if they can do that, then there is value in the traditional Pick n Pay or corporate stores, which gives you about a revenue of, call it, between 60 and 70 billion. That business is quite valuable if you can operate it decently. Combined with Boxer, which I think has got phenomenal longer-term prospects. I read, if you look at the prospectus that is released, that pretty much targeting space growth of 10%. With like-for-like growth there, 5-6%, and then looking at 15-60% compounded revenue growth. That's very, very strong. So I think the market will pay a top premium for that business. So I think a combination of the two will be good. But more importantly, Sean Summers, the CEO, will actually have some money to fight with. To try to turn around that business, which will not be easy, but I think he was pretty much the only CEO that was at least on the same page as Whitey was on back in the day. So I'll rather give him a bit of the doubt than bringing in some foreigners and so forth like done in recent past.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time and for your analysis today, gents. That is all for tonight's Stock Watch. Thanks to our guests, Alex Duys from Umthombo Wealth and Drikus Combrinck from Capicraft.
Thank you.